Are you a college student who's got a lot of assignments, research, entertainment, and networking to juggle through? Then you might want to consider a budget-friendly, heavy, hefty laptop. Or is there another escape to all that bulk adding to your shoulder? Let's find out. How you doing, guys? I'm Joel Johnson, Techie J, with another video. This is the review of the Apple iPad Air 2. By this time this video is live, this will be a pretty old device, 3 years to be exact. So the intention of this review is quite clear. Can it replace your PC or laptop, especially if you're a college student? Let's find out. Design-wise, at first glance, this is a 10-inch tablet, and it looks something like a much simpler, subtler version of the tablet of Aquaman Raw, if it were paper thin. It comes in at a sexy 6.1mm, thinner than the iPhone 5 even. The design is typical of an iPad. The lavishly premium build, 9.7-inch Retina display for the majority of the real estate, perfectly built home button, in this case being Touch ID 2.0. Below that, and 720p HD FaceTime camera above it, along with the invisible sensors. At the back, we have the satin finished gold paint job with beautifully shiny Apple logo milled into the center, with the iPad branding and device info also milled in below it. On the top corner we have the 8-megapixel iSight camera, flanked by 2 microphones on the sides, all that flow into one beautiful curve, where the sleep-wake switch and volume controls are again well shaped, and also the 3.5mm audio jack, which actually feels big with contrast to the thin build. All that on top, and perfectly milled holes for the speaker grill, flanking the lightning port on the bottom. So on the design aspects, it's surely a crowd puller and totally is eye candy. Now get into the display. The Air 2 features a 9.7-inch Retina display sporting a resolution of 2048 by 1536 pixels with a pixel density of around 300 pixels per inch, which is now laminated to the glass, hence eliminating the air gap between the glass and the panel, also making it even lighter, 437 grams to be specific. Just as expected, the display is awesome. It is insanely bright and is vivid. Since it's an IPS panel, viewing angles are great and it really is crisp and crystal clear. The blacks are deep enough and acceptable, so you can use this huge 9.7-inch real estate for all your entertainment, Netflix, Amazon Prime, or even watch great tech videos on YouTube and help us creators out. Now for the performance. The iPad Air 2 comes featuring Apple's flagship at the time, the 1.5 GHz triple-core Typhoon, dubbed the A8X, bundled with the PowerVR GX A6850 for the GPU, flaunting octa-core graphics, all that, and for the first time in iPad history, 2 gigs of RAM, with storage capacities of 16 gigs through 128 gigs. The one I have here is the 16 gig variant. Now those were for the spec sheets. Now how does that prove in performance? This is a workhorse if you put it to the use, thanks to the highly streamlined interface of iOS 10 now and its improved multitasking features. Now the performance is efficient and just beautiful. This will handle any session of hardcore gaming you throw at it with ease. It will handle heavy multitasking with many apps running in the background also. From a student's perspective, it is powerful enough to get you through your years filled with entertainment, gaming, media production and consumption, all with ease. Now to the camera. The Air 2 comes with the same 8-megapixel iSight camera and optics from the iPhone 5s, minus the True Tone flash. Actually no flash at all. Since the display is definitely bigger than the 5s, the same photos might look grainy, but it is the exact same quality as the 5s. The same Sony sensor, the same 5-element optics, the same image processing and all the software builds. Time-lapse, slow-mo, panorama and everything. And it is clearly the biggest viewfinder on any mobile camera. The front camera is just the usual 1.2 megapixel 720p FaceTime camera, which seriously still sucks for 2017. It's like 8 megapixels and 1.2 megapixels. Seriously, it sucks even for 2014. So I don't see you using this for anything except FaceTime or Skype, which it can also do for your non-Apple user friends. or as an occasional mirror. Now for the obvious question, with all that, does it take on the hit in the battery life department? Actually, it doesn't take a hit. Although it comes with a battery smaller than the Air, it comes with a 7340 mAh battery, which by itself is pretty huge. It still is a huge battery packed into that slim form factor. With general usage, it usually lasts a day and a half. With heavy usage, it lasts about half a day. And as insane as it sounds, for standby, it has an insanely good standby time. You can just leave it there on your desk at 80%, come back the next week, pick it up, continue working on the next week, and it'll still last you a day with continuous usage. So definitely the best battery life you can think of for the kind of performance it offers. Now get into the pros and cons. To summarize it, the Air 2 is a pretty powerful mobile device, and it comes in a way portable at just 6.1 millimeters and all what you just saw. So for the pros, this features insanely good performance, even better battery life, and an awesome display. Also, the bonus is biometric security. This is the way improved Touch ID 2.0 from the iPhone 6. Speakers are pretty loud in the sense that they sound through the whole chassis. They did use a hell lot of physics with that, the whole resonance part for the audio system. Lay it on a desk and it gets even more louder. The cons to say is, first off, thinness of the Air 2. Well, it is good that it's so sleek and slim, but that also is a con in the way that it's too slim and portable that you might get afraid of it as a bit too fragile. So it is heartbreaking if it just slips out of your or one of your friend's hands, especially in college. Another one is that if you find yourself typing away quite often, you might get a little bit annoyed due to the on-screen keyboard. Typical of it, but can be easily solved by getting a keyboard folio case, and there are quite a few available for it, from Apple and third party. So that said, we get to the end of yet another review, and so I think from my student, media consumer / creator perspective, this can easily replace your laptop or notebook PC when you're away from home or in class or something like that. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments your experience if you've owned one of these. So that's it from me on this video, guys. Thanks for watching. This is and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.